Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. Hope you're doing well, and it's that time, baby. We're looking at your Spotify Wrapped, ladies and gentlemen, and finding out what you listened to over the course of the year. That's the name of the game. I'm gonna look at that stuff and react to it. That's what's up, baby. Cha-ching! Ba-bow! Let's get it started. Oh wow, 100,000 minutes of music this year, and your top artist Daft Punk? I mean, look, I get it. I myself had a really hard time not listening to the drumless version of Random Access Memories. So as a result, I'm not really surprised to see Daft Punk at your number one here. But also, I'm kind of confused. Number 5, WWE? Like, why are you listening to the WWE? You know you can just watch that, right? You don't have to, like, visualize the wrestling going on in your mind. Just watch it. I know the option to listen to it is there, but I just kind of feel like you're doing yourself a disservice by not just, like, just popping it on the tube. But what do I know? I don't watch or listen to or read wrestling. Next, what do we got? Oh man, Bluey? I'm going to be honest, Bluey's got some bangers. Frankly, Bluey has gotten so popular over the past couple of years, I'm a little afraid and ashamed to admit just how much Bluey I've been listening to, because I'm kind of worried that, like, I'm going to look basic in front of you guys by admitting how much, like, Bluey I've been, spinning on the turntable. But if you guys are listening to it openly and just kind of being honest about it, then maybe that's what I need to start doing too. Okay, what do we got next? This is not a Spotify Wrapped. What Spotify pulls out of Uruguay following equitable
remuneration
bill? Okay, so Uruguay passed legislation that would force Spotify to pay artists more for streams, and instead of just like complying, Spotify just left? Oof, that's kind of weird. That seems like a really douchey thing for a company to do. But like, damn, I'm sure the money really could have gone like a long way for some of the artists over there who may be local. Maybe it was some mistake on their part or something like that. This seems like, maybe some fake news, something like that. Another Spotify rap. Dorian Electra, 100 Gex, Pierce the Veil, Deer in Grey, and Muck. Look, I like some of these artists, but to be honest, I have a feeling that your friends do not give you the aux cord when you come around. This is definitely not, we're hanging out, just trying to like vibe sort of music. All right, what do we got next? What? This is not a Spotify rap. 2017, Spotify executives are earning 7-figure salaries. Okay, Spotify may not be paying artists that much, but they're compensating their executives with a lot of money. I mean, it is what it is. They're running a very big, very important, very influential company that they have earned that money. And you know what? This is back in 2017. Maybe they're not making that much now. This could probably just be old news. Okay, so as it turns out, Spotify execs still making millions of dollars a year. But okay, look, Daniel Ek, the CEO of the company, he has not taken a bonus and has not taken a base salary since 2017, okay? All right? Like, give the guy a break. He's passionate about music. He's running this company from a place deep within his heart. He's doing it for the music. He's not doing it for the money, all right? Here's another Spotify Wrapped. Bon Iver and Yeats? You have range. You have quite a bit of range. I will say that. You're either hard in one vibe or you're hard in the other, and it's just very jarring. But you know what? People like you make the world spin round, and I appreciate you. Okay, next after this we have Death Grips and Bing Crosby. Your vibes are all out of whack. How are you going back and forth between Death Grips and Bing Crosby? And Julie London, Young Fathers, and Yule seem like not much of a middle ground, frankly. Okay, next. Kid Cudi, Alter Bridge, Slipknot, J. Cole, Greta Van Fleet. Only 15,000 minutes of music streamed. Look, I'll be honest. This is not a lot of music, at least in comparison with some of the people who I see post. And if these were my top artists, I would not be streaming a lot of music either, okay? Me neither. Also, maybe I wouldn't be streaming that much music if my top artists were Creed. Even if I do, get down with some, can you dig me higher? Oh man, what? Daniel Ek just banked $64 million from selling Spotify shares 3 months after he banked $100 million from doing the same thing. Why would you take a base salary when you could just sell tens of millions of dollars in stock from your very, very successful company? Okay, but still, at the end of the day, it is his company, and he can do with that what he's trying to buy the Arsenal football club. $2.8 billion bid. Okay, all right, okay. We're back on Wrapped. We got Drake, we got Logic, we got Lil Wayne, J. Cole, and this is basic. This is so basic. My guy, you need flavor in your life. You need some spice. This is the current day musical equivalent to a glass of warm milk and a piece of toast. Moving on from there, this guy scared the hoes this year with JPEG Mafia and Perfect at number 1. Danny Brown, Gex, Tyler, Boy Genius. I mean, look, you might be a little annoying, but you have taste. I can respect it. 174,000 minutes of music. That's like around 124 straight days of music. You've like literally spent a third of this year just listening to music. Do you methodically spend a third of each day just listening to music? Because if you are, you might be me. So, I mean, I can't hate. I can't hate on it. Okay, look, I don't mind your taste, but if you keep listening to these artists with the frequency that you are listening to them, Mr. or Mrs. 115,000 minutes of music, you're going to give yourself a condition. You got to break it up with something that is just a little bit more feel good. You are clearly not trying to be in a good mood when you wake up for the day. That is my advice to you. That is my advice. Oh God, not more of this. Major record company market share on Spotify fell again in 2022 as indie tracks flooded the service. Okay, as it would seem here, indie tracks are actually taking up more streaming numbers on Spotify, on the platform every year. That seems cool. Kind of seems like the point of the platform to begin with. Democratize the music industry. Allow smaller artists to, like enter through the gates and have their stuff listened to too. Kind of seems like Spotify, the model, is good and is working and is helping and not hurting the artist. And that's a good thing. That's a positive thing. What? Spotify announces new policy for royalty payouts. Would eliminate payments for songs with less than 1,000 streams? What is 1,000 streams anyway? $2? And it shouldn't be more than that. Part of me does worry that these new changes are just going to shift more attention and more streams to artists that are already huge, already, just kind of cash cows in the industry. I don't know. That doesn't sort of seem like it'll be a good future. Hey, taste! Little Sims number 1. That's good. Love a nice little Sims number 1 on a Spotify Wrapped. That's for sure. That's a good look. That's a good look for sure. Bad Bunny, Zach Bryan, Travis Scott, Billy Woods, Beach House. Also a pretty well-rounded individual. We have some Latin. We have some country. We have some new psychedelic trap. We have the most underground hip-hop artists of all time. Not really, but and some dream pop too. Really amazing and flattered that individuals with tastes like this are in my audience and willing to share their Spotify Wrapped. We also have some nice taste over here too. Some good taste. That Key Glock record is pretty sick. That's absolutely positively for Bandcamp. Percentage of black employees at Bandcamp apparently is less than half than it once was after they got bought out. That's not very good. That's not very good at all. Also, the percentage of employees who are trans, non-binary, also down even more than less than half. That's not very good at all. This merger and this whole layoffs thing over at Bandcamp is kind of trash. And, as a result, they have over at the Bandcamp United Union page, they've put together this healthcare solidarity fund for those who have been fired in the layoffs and need access to medical care, frankly. So if you can, we will link to the solidarity fund down below along with Bandcamp United. If you could donate, that would be amazing and stellar. And thank you very much for watching and sharing your Spotify Wrapped. We do love looking at those Spotify Wrapped. You guys are wonderful. You're the best. Love you. Over here next to my head, it's another video you can check out. Hit that up or the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano, Spotify Wrapped forever.